Gang, what they do. So, like it says in the fucking description, not like I'm making this for anybody to see. You know what I'm saying? This is literally just for my personal fucking use of content, I guess, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So to start it off, today was the day I went into probation, and I thought I was gonna get locked up because this dumb, fucking big-eared fucking. I'm sorry, that's not nice. This fucking bitch, my ex. I thought she ended up putting like a restraining order on me. So it turns out the whole paperwork thing was this guy telling me that because he's like, look, we're not allowed to tell you that that we're gonna do a drug test because then most of the time you either go buy something to clean up with or you'll fucking run or you'll make an excuse not to show up or something. So I was like, okay, cool, whatever, not a problem. He's like, why? I was like, no, bro, I thought I violated. He's like, but why? I'm like, because this and this happened. I explained to him the whole situation that this bitch called my mom saying that, oh, my neighbor's been seeing somebody come around the house and they said they saw a bald man. So I was like, man, listen, there's millions of bald men out there, but I don't get somebody into some problems for some bullshit. So then whatever, he just told me, nah, man, like, and he said, it's like, look, it takes a process, to do restraining order. Like, they're gonna look through your phone, her phone, the messages. She has to prove that you're harassing her, that you're always outside her house, that they're saying that you are, so luckily the system has fixed itself up a little bit because, boy, my first felony was off a lie. It was straight bullshit. So I became a felon because of my son's mother, and it was all bullshit. She was pregnant as fuck, so I had to take the charge. It was a sticky situation. I'll get into that some other time because I don't really gotta explain this to nobody because nobody's watching this. So, but anyway, so I didn't get locked up. He told me, nah, man, if anything like that happened, I'll reach out first, and I would tell you. I'm like, man, like, what happened? What'd you do? I'm like, and then he'll explain to me why he's asking that, and then he'll tell me, nah, bro, like, they got to go through a whole process to the courts. You got to get a whole court date and all that stuff. So, like, no, man, you're good. And I was like, for sure. It was just a drug test, whatever. I passed, so I'm good. So, yes, I have a license for marijuana. So yes, I can smoke weed and be on probation and be watched by the FBI at the same time. They can't touch me just because of that doctor's prescription. So, it's pretty great, my boy. So I had to send my son something. What was it?
None of this is wet. Nothing. None of it.
That's what it was. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to fed the cats, change the litter, wash my hands. I'm good to go. I even put a stick of incense in the cat's litter because it's fucking, it smells good, whatever. Anyway, so this is beef tallow, man. You get it at Costco, bro. Shit's expensive. This one jar is like $15, $20, I forgot. But it's fucking fire, dude. It's fucking awesome. It has great taste when it comes to cooking. You use this to cook. It's a fat. So beef tallow is fat from beef. It's rendered beef fat. So, and this was obviously, never bleached, never hydrogenated, nothing artificial, grain-free food. Like, as far as like whenever you see grain-free, it's not just like, let's say, for example, if it says grain-free and it's an animal product, like product that came from an animal, like this one that's a fat from an animal, it means that the grain-free means that they were not fed grains. Grains are inflammatory. It's not a part of the diet of a cow. So when you feed corn and processed bullshit to these animals just to get them to be bigger, to grow, to make more money, stretch profits, whatever, that's what they do. They feed them grains because grains are what? Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are what? Sugars. Sugars plump up the animals. You get it's all fucking money, dude. So it's all a business. So this is grass-fed, grass-finished, and it's grain-free, which means they were never exposed to grains in their diet when they got the fat from these animals, from these cows. So what I'm gonna do is I have right here atopic dermatitis, which means that like my skin gets like ashy, dry, like it's really bad back here somewhere. Sometimes when I'm shaving, the skin will start bleeding and shit, and sometimes it happens here. It's kind of crazy with the flipping of the screen, but like on my mustache, it gets white and ashy and shit, and then like it just stays right here. It's like a white line, and then right here I'll get it, and sometimes like in the middle I'll get it right here. As you can see the spots where it's actually at, right here, and plenty of spots here that I can't even look at the same time. But it's bad all over. Like I know for a fact it was because of the hormones with the steroids that I was on, like in the past. They told me, look, that shit disbalances your fucking your whole entire endocrine system, man. So you just got to go to endocrinologist now and see what you did wrong, and ask them how to fix it and get on a protocol. So, and then I've seen people use products where it's like beef tallow, honey, and some other shit in it, and then it's like a cream for their face. So I'm like, why the honey though? I don't get the honey part. But I can't say shit about it because I don't understand it. So what I'm gonna try to do is put some fucking beef tallow on my face. I'm only gonna do it here in the beginning. I'm not gonna put it all over my face because what if I have an adverse reaction to it, and then my whole face is red, and then I gotta show this beautiful face in public? Like, come on, this nobody wants that, bro. So especially not the people. So damn, that shit tasted like grape soda. That shit just reminded me of my fucking middle school. Damn, that shit tastes good. Anyways, all right. I hope no one ever watches these things. I mean, at least not while I'm alive. It's embarrassing. That way I don't gotta come back to it and say, hey, in that video where you said this, I'm like, I don't remember. But I really wouldn't remember because it smells like pure cow booty hole. At least it's healthy booty hole. Feel like I'm just collecting dust on the shelf. All right. Look at those. Feel like I'm just collecting dust on the shelf. That song was hard, bro. I'm probably gonna play it while I'm fucking rubbing the shell on my face. That's what she said. So Los Guantes. Fucking joint turned off. So yeah, let's get into it, bro. I'm gonna rub this shit like only in the areas where I get it. Like I'm gonna do it on my forehead. Fuck it. I'm gonna do my forehead. It's just fucking rock hard because it says to refrigerate after opening, obviously. But here's the thing, though. I get it. Oxidation. The oxygen gets in the jar. It's been contaminated with oxygen. But like, this fat was once heated up, and then it was put into a jar, left at room temperature in the store. And then when I open it, why do I have to refrigerate it again? I don't know. Maybe obviously it's the preservation, the shelf life, whatever. But I don't know, man. It just seems kind of sketchy that, like for example, I was looking at my fucking. I was like, man, like I was looking at my ketchup bottle, and in restaurants they keep the ketchup in room temperature on the tables always, no matter what. You go into a diner, a regular fast casual restaurant, they have the salt and pepper shakers, usually like maybe a hot sauce sometimes, ketchup, sugars, and stuff, right? Why does it say refrigerate after opening on the bottle? And 99% of restaurants completely ignore that and say, fuck that, we're not doing shit. So, I don't know, whatever. I just get stoned and talk shit, so don't judge me if anyone does watch this. I don't know you, you don't know me. Fuck yourself. I love you, whatever. Feeling like I'm just collecting dust on the shelf. This shit's so hard, like, that's what she said. Or not. Fudge crackers, man. Jesus. Oh no. Let's do it.
Hey, already know what time I'm on. Double outside on all the ball. She tryna get my love. The best I can do is a trauma ball. Hopping these pills got easier, but then I've been get harder. Remember them days in Momo's house, so no my grandfather. Remember them days in the high boy, it was just me and Adi. Now all of my homies got their own bus, but ain't got time for bonding. Telling myself that it's okay.
No, and that's a lie.
Hey, never had homies passing by. I was always told that boys don't cry. Why am I so broke inside? Waste time on an inner child. Motherfucker been dead since 5. See my day with me and I was never the same again. I never had the chance to win. I keep reaching out for help. I can tell if I'm too concerned with myself. Feel like I'm just collecting dust on the shelf. I think it's time. Got the lights on, but I ain't on 30,000 feet up. Got my ice on, but I ain't up 30,000 that grease. Got my stash 30,000 in the freezer. Feel like a crooked congressman. I'm living on Percocet, amnesia. Could give up with my tolerance. I'm trying to win this war. Yeah, it's my dollars. I bet about calling up the play. Yeah, got back in the saddle, up to the flame. I'm insane. All these voices rattle, fucking up my brain. Know the pain, locked up in my castle. I'm starting to unravel, surrounded by all these snakes and jackals. They keep tempting me to eat the apple. I need the top. Listens from these threads into a tassel. I keep reaching out for
Fuck, I do my whole hat, bro.
I can tell if I'm
I gotta always hide this with a hat, you know? Fuck
I
it.
feel like I'm just collecting dust on the shelf. I think it's time to be farewell. I keep reaching out for help. I can tell if I'm too concerned with myself. Feel like I'm just collecting dust on the shelf. I think it's time to be farewell.
Feel like I'm just collecting dust on the shelf. Do this. Get on there, nigga. Uh-oh.
You did good, son.
45 foot into your brain and then we blow it off. 45 foot into your brain and then we blow it. Dirty Sprite, pour it in my cup and then I'm not enough. I get to this money, count these hundreds, then I blow it off. 45 foot into your brain and then we blow it off.
I love these guys, bro.
45 foot into your brain and then we blow it. Dirty Sprite, pour.
They changed so much.
I gotta skip this part though.
How do they change? How do they change music?
Actually, too slow, man. Too slow, man.
We just go right now, I got fucking raps. Like that, these men looking up out the bag. Back on my bullshit, like that, school fed 3 in the bag. And I thought I knew the yoke, this 2 shit. Mud hit the blood like a bump. Slick in the cup with the cut. No, we never gave a fuck. Do I come fuck that up, did you fuck? Let in the brain, I got top in the lungs. Dress full of things in my motherfucking slump. Nothing again, I got nothing but bad fucking luck. Lean the seat back and start swerving, I crash it. There's bubble mixed with glasses, my dreams turn to black. I'm ash. Put them in the back, no strap in the backpack. Just a bunch of trash, don't stack. If we ever fell off a G5, not a refugee. Let's just be terror and dump up on NBC.
Everywhere, dog. Cow fat everywhere. You getting them ingrown hairs and dimples. Hopefully this shit don't fuck my whole head up, man.
This for any pussy boy wanna act up. Face up there with no guts. Voice in my head say yeah, keys up. So I run the low. I'm a turco. To whom I make it serve. Fuck you when the world nerves. These and legs anxiety. Fuck. I gotta go. I gotta see shit back waiting at home. Feel like a zombie. I'm all alone. Everyone's gone. Please tell your bitch to stop hitting my phone.
You're pretty good. Pretty gracious. Shiny shit, man. You know the deal. Alright, shit in there, dog. Eyebrows, all that shit. Heavy in that one. Heavy as fuck.
Straight out of hell, ring the bells, like it's here to stay. Focus and logos, they cover me, no way, no way, follow me in your race. Ain't got no protecting, cause I'll be until the end of fucking times. That kingdom come, that will be done, and still you wonder who am I am the devil, son, born and raised, preaching suicide, googly eyes, don't need more, okay? Praise the fucking devil.
No, no devil, bro. Fuck the devil.
Crumble, glaciers, swallow, no, swallow, no, Lord of the place. for the fucking minute. I got more to say. Threatening sore plays, I'ma say niggas the tip of my sore blades. Explore day, no play, like a foretaste. Looking with the core mates, all war games for war we play. Tigers golden, no way. I get from the door and with swords and shines. For war we pray. Send the war the great. For war we pray. Send the war the great. For war we pray. Send the war the great. For war we pray.
Grass-fed beef tallow. Ingredients. One ingredient. My chips. Potatoes, avocado oil, sea salt. 3 ingredients. Go pick up a bag of Doritos and read it. They'll be there for 2 hours. Only trying to pronounce the first 3.
So I grew up, loaded 9 out, my time's up.
Grew up, I'm gonna look for a video to watch. Hold on. So I gotta get to the live stream. And it's Grazino share. This is gonna be the keto birria tacos. This is fucking. Oh, this is a short though. I don't want to watch no short, my nigga. Whatever. It's fucking. Whatever. Let's see. What is all this extra stuff I got open, dog? That was pretty fucking quick. God, Jesus, man.
I made some easy keto taco shells last night for the family, and everyone loved it. First, heat up your flat iron on high heat. Next, lay on your shredded mozzarella cheese, rounded like tacos, flip it, and let it cool. The hardest part is done. You can now put your favorite toppings on your tacos, guys. This is so easy and so much. Let me know if you tried it. I made some easy keto taco shells.
That was pretty cool. This is basically
I made some easy keto.
The idea that I have. I'm gonna have like a fucking healthy menu. I'm gonna be parked in between. What's it called? I'm gonna be parked in between 2 gyms, like literally in the middle of 2 gyms down here in Miami or Hialeah or whatever. So like I thought about it. Fuck, I can't just come with my normal case of tacos, quesadillas, and tacos. You know, I gotta have some type of. I have to add more. I'm always about less is more. Now, the thing is with tacos, you know, like tacos are very diverse. You know, they can be plain, simple, or they can be obscure and fucking out of this world, right? So, so what I want to do is I want to implement keto friendly, where it's, you know, that's the new thing that's coming in, and it's not because of the keto fad from like a couple years ago. A lot of people didn't understand why keto was so important. Keto is, you know, the state of being in ketosis, which means your body is using ketones as energy. Ketones are actually things that activate that to use your fat as energy because you have no other source of energy because of the fact that you've cut out the carbohydrates. Carbohydrates produce energy for your body, you know. But here's the thing though. It uses carbohydrates / sugar as energy first because it's the easiest to metabolize. Now, fat can be used as energy, and so can muscle mass. Now, the thing is, fat and muscle mass is a lot harder to break down for the body to use as an energy source. So, with that being said, when you're in ketosis, which is the state of using ketones to burn stored fat for energy, you fucking that's what keto is. A lot of people didn't understand it before. They just thought it was all, you know, hey, you know, it's a fad, you know, just eat a bunch of healthy food. No, it's not just eating healthy, bro. You got to avoid everything that has carbohydrates. That's including fruits and vegetables. You know what I'm saying? You want to have the least amount of carbohydrates. No pasta, breads, rice, quinoa, none of that shit, bro. No lentils, nothing, bro. Actually, I did some research, man, and lentils actually is one of the only carbohydrate grains that legumes. I'm sorry, it's not a grain, it's a legume. one of the most the only carbohydrate based legume that actually helps with insulin resistance and actually helps to keep your blood sugars level. That's fucking wild, dude. It's a carbohydrate, but it's such a differently molecularly structured carbohydrate molecule that it doesn't whatchamacallit. And it may have a lot to do with the protein content. I just thought about it because I'm pretty sure inside of lentils, brain fart. I'm getting high as fuck. I'm at the end of the joint. You know how this goes. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm thinking of like about a million things at once now. So yeah. Anyways, I lost track of that conversation. Rest in peace. Fuck it. So that's my goal. I got to get something that's going to be to reach people's goals as far as like their fitness journey. I'm going to be parked in between two gyms, a Hooters, and what else? There's a couple. Oh, there's a CC's Pizza. There's a Walmart mini market there. A couple other little stores there, like little stores closed and stuff like that. So the plaza I'm going to is a fucking gold mine because the people that own the plaza told me as long as your license got everything legitimate and you're not competing with anybody who else that pays me rent there, like for example, like Hooters, you know, obviously I can't go bring a fucking chicken wing cart or chicken wing truck to where I'm going to be at because they're in the same plaza. You know, there's a little cafeteria down the street that sells like breakfast and Cuban food. Obviously, I'm not going to go bring a truck with Cuban food and shit like that. So also, there's a CC's Pizza. So obviously I can't bring a pizza truck. So it all happened so perfectly that once my mechanic got the response for the permission to park in the plaza, I believe their name is Regency Holdings or Regency Corporation. I don't know, bro. Fuck it, whatever. Who gives a fuck? So yeah, so I'm gonna have the email printed, posted, boom, laminate that bitch. So that way, if there's any issues, but I do gotta do a couple things before I start selling food down here in Miami. And let's get a couple of vendors license, business tax receipts, and etc. and permissions to serve whatever the fuck food. So this is what I gotta do. I'm trying to find an option. This is actually one of my ideas. I have it in my phone, actually, man. Like I was gonna use some of my ideas actually. Yeah, I didn't want to say it on here. I don't want to take my idea, though. You know what I'm saying? But like, whatever, nigga. You know, the game is to be sold, not to be told. But whatever. These guys are giving it away, so whatever. I can give mine away too. Anybody can think of it, and plus, it's information. It's out there. You can find it if you wanted to. So, since the goal is to lean towards keto-friendly tacos, at least for part of the menu, because I'm gonna have a breakfast menu, then I'm gonna have a lunch menu. Lunch and dinner menu. So you know, it's gonna be. The breakfast, you know, I want it to be healthy, but I also want the other stuff to be healthy as well. But I also have to implement the fatty, nasty, fucking cheesy, saucy, wet, dirty, oily shit. You know what I'm saying? The shit that people like. You know what I'm saying? Because people are going to be at Hooters. They're going to get out of there. They're going to fucking want something else to eat or whatever the fuck. And let's say, you know, they're going to come over here and give me these goddamn keto tacos. But anyways, I keep touching my head. I keep forgetting I got fucking beef fat all over the place. So... So this is one of my ideas before I even thought about it. Like it was gonna be just the cheese as the taco, and then you know just the meat, you know, lettuce, tomato, whatever the fuck on top, lime sauce, bleepity boom, bada bam bam beam, you know. So then I'm gonna make a cottage cheese taco shell. So it's basically you just put cottage cheese, literally, man. Like you just put cottage cheese in little circles on a baking tray. You bake it, and it literally becomes a pliable freaking thing to fold, and you put meat and stuff in it, and it's cottage cheese. It has protein, so it's actually one of the most protein dense tacos you could probably ever eat in your life because the shell is comprised of 0 carbohydrates and nothing but protein. Wait, there might be carbs in it. Does cottage cheese have carbs? Because I know that there's lactose. Lactose is a sugar. A lot of people don't know that. So lactose is a sugar, which is the protein that's found in milk, and that's what people are sensitive to. It's a protein that's is it a protein? I forgot now. I'm confused. I'm fucking confusing myself. But no, it definitely has it's a sugar. Lactose is a sugar. So what this is? Anyways, so yeah, this has been the goal, like to get the keto tacos. I'm gonna have the cheese one. I'm gonna have the cottage cheese one. And then what else was I gonna do as far as the keto? I forgot. There was another one. Oh no, I'm just gonna do like a lettuce wrapped taco type of thing. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like it's gonna be butter lettuce. It's gonna be boom like a little. Obviously, butter lettuce is kind of round, so it'll be like a little bowl. And then I'll put it into the taco mold. or whatever. It'll be 2 leaves each. That way it's thick, it doesn't break. You know, it's expensive. Butter lettuce. If anyone's ever worked in a restaurant, you know what I'm saying, where they had to order like the produce, like butter lettuce isn't the cheapest lettuce that they have. You know what I'm saying? At least to get it in a good quality from a reputable source and organic, costs money, man. So I hope everybody appreciates the fact that I'm spending more so that I can have a higher quality menu and product, and also I would never sell something to somebody that I wouldn't eat myself. Just like everything else in life, like when I go to the gym with somebody, I wouldn't tell them to do something that I'm not capable of doing. You know, I say, hey man, you're yourself. You do what you want. You know, whatever. Like some people like to sell low quality food, frozen, already freaking pre-seasoned and marinated. Not going to be with me. I'm going to be operating this truck by myself, pretty much with my mechanic and stuff. But remember, he had a stroke, so he can only use half his body. So he still gets shit done. You know what I'm saying? He's a beast. He's a fucking monster, bro. The motherfucker's a maniacally genius fucking motherfucker when it comes to mechanics and all types of other shit too. So he's going to be on the truck with me, helping me because he knows I'm alone. So, you know, me and him have been like, you know, motivating each other to just keep it cool. Right now, he's homeless in his RV, and the owner of the cafe asked me if I can get the truck out of there by the end of the month. So that's in like 2 weeks. So it's time to take that trip. You know what I'm saying? It's time to make moves. Me and this guy are gonna hang out. Me and my mechanic are gonna hang out. We're gonna rent a room, boom, chill, and just like embrace the last days that we have of free time, because once I get this fucking shit down here and he gets down here as well, like it's gonna be go all day long. Plus, I'm starting a company. I'm gonna start a contract with another company in around October. Excuse me. So while I'm doing all this, I'm also gonna be working 5 days a week. You know what I'm saying, for a company. So it's great money. That's why I got to do it. So it's gonna be great money that I'm making, and I could dump into the business. Which means if I'm making great money at this company, I can actually take the first few months to hire somebody to work the truck for me while, you know, I'm not around, you know what I'm saying? But I'm always still going to show up. It's going to be a morning job. So it's going to be Monday through Friday in the mornings. And it's going to be, yeah, so basically I might have Saturday and Sunday off, which is fucking unheard of in a kitchen, or at least in any kind of restaurant setting, you know? So so I was thinking Monday through Friday, I'm going to work my job, and then at night work the truck with myself in the beginning until I hire somebody, until I realize how much money I can put aside to pay somebody a salary. So with that being said, I'll be able to work the truck Saturdays and Sundays from AM to PM because of the fact that I'm off those days of my work. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, God bless my family for always having my support with my son, picking him up, taking him to school if necessary. You know, when it's summer and stuff, and you know, I'm chilling. I don't have to work for a living. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? Like I got ways to make this happen. You know, I got plenty of savings from when I used to work all day long and stuff. So, you know, I used to hustle, so I'm good. So anyways, the goal is to get the truck here in about 2 weeks. So once I have until I think October. So right, October, it's like 2 months, bro, 3 months that I have to get this truck up and going by myself. So the goal is to make money with the truck first in the beginning, get established, right? And then start that job in October. Hopefully I will make enough money with the truck these few months that when I start that, I can hopefully be able to pay somebody to operate the truck. You know what I'm saying? Pay somebody. I mean, fuck, I'd have to like come up with a salary. Like this is where it gets difficult, where you got to calculate what you can afford. You know what I'm saying? Because in the beginning, you got to remember that even if I made a bunch of money at the beginning, now that I'm going to branch off into a second venture and work in another company, plus have my business running, here's the tricky part. Now I have to balance. You know, I got to start over knowing that I'm not going to be making money, that I'm going to be breaking even. Basically, it's what's going to happen. So I'm going to think, okay, boom, I'm making money with the truck. But as soon as I stop making money as soon as I go to transition into the second venture, you know, the money that I'm making from the truck is going to get chiseled into by the salary I got to pay the employee. You know what I'm saying? So, because the employee's going to have to be in charge of like going, picking up the food, prepping the food, cooking the food. It's going to be a pretty fucking, you know, responsibility dense job. You know what I'm saying? It's not a position like of bullshit. You know, if it's going to be one person working the truck, I would need to pay them a decent salary for them to be able to be willing to wake up in the morning, go pick up the food, or the day before, or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Because I can have this vision set up where they have a thing where they keep one of my cards for Restaurant Depot. I give them the list of the groceries that they need to buy to have everything on the menu. Boom. The day before, or one day of the week, they go and they buy for the whole week. They marinate everything for the whole week. Boom, boom, boom. Vacuum seal. Boom. Freeze some. Keep some stored. Boom. And then in the truck, obviously, because it's going to be solar power. So, you know, my mechanic's a genius, like I told you. No generator, no loud sounds. It's not going to irritate nobody. So it's $1 million project. Like it's crazy, bro. Like, you know, I spent a lot of money on this project to make it happen, bro. But you know what? It's gonna be worth it in the end because I already have this all calculated, as you can see. I have it down to the T. You know, these notebooks are full of fucking recipes and new things that I want to do and implement to the business. So, so yeah, man. Since I'm coming down here with the truck by the gym, I gotta have the healthy menu, the normal menu, and then I also wanted to start like adding I need to add a dessert, 100%. You know what I'm saying? So I need to add something that's healthy, proteiny, and motherfucking low in carbs as well, man. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta find one of those no bake like brownie type things and make something out of that. What else, bro? Or maybe think of making up like a dessert taco, bro. Like no one has that, you know what I'm saying? Or like a fucking dessert burrito. Don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with that, but you know, I have to implement dessert. Something sweet needs to be on there because motherfuckers need their sugar, bro, especially out here in Miami, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, so yeah, let's I see what other fucking little. Oh, Jesus, man, I'm so used to picking at my face and like scratching for no reason that I keep fucking doing it with this damn beef tallow in my fucking head. All right, so let's let me see. Hold on. Okay.
What you know about rolling down?
This is how to make Big Mac tacos. You're just gonna make 4 circles of shredded cheese on parchment paper, bake it until the edges start.
So when you get a compliment,
Shut up. These are the ones. Yeah.
if you only did,
Most people.
All right, looks like everything's done with that. But anyways, so yeah, whatchamacallit? What was I saying? I gotta get everything down packed, man. Like I haven't built my menu yet. You know what I'm saying? Like I haven't actually structured it as far as how I'm gonna have it looking on the menu. So I'm a little bit behind, man. But luckily I have the 3 months to get everything done, before I start working at that company. Because it's gonna be tough, bro. It's gonna be, I'm talking about 10 hours, 12-hour days, Monday to Friday. So I'm gonna be working, bro, 70, 75 hours a week in the mornings. Plus I'm gonna be going at night to the truck to check on it, make sure it's going good. And maybe even sometimes having to work that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So the income's gonna be ridiculous. Like that's why, like all these times that I've been hanging out, all these months, all this shit, like I don't care, I'm good. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've been living, responsibly. Obviously, I haven't been fucking going crazy, going out. Like I don't even go out anymore. That shit bores me. So, but definitely happening, bro. Like it's coming down soon, about 2 weeks, bro. I got a couple things to. I have to order like the 6-burner range with the oven with the shelf on top. We gotta install the fryer that's actually in fucking Boynton Beach. My fucking mechanic has my fryer. I gotta install that bitch. Or I was thinking maybe buy a new one, man, because that shit was sitting in the truck before I bought it for like 6 years and they never fucking used it. So like my mechanic said it works, but like it's to me it's unreliable. And like for me to be I know I'm gonna be busy as fuck. So like the fact that I know that the fryer has to be reliable. If I'm gonna have something that I use that fryer for, like it's gotta be reliable, bro. So but yeah, man, I've been talking a lot of shit, dude. But fuck, I don't give a fuck. That's what this is for. You know what I'm saying? Document my story, document my journey, document everything that happened. So I'm not even worried about it, bro. So you know what I'm saying? So actually, I'm gonna. I feel good. I'm gonna go roll another joint. I'm gonna try to find one of these videos to watch, and then probably talk more about my truck journey, menu, and all that shit. This was a whole entire. This turned from like the fucking beef tallow thing, like the description where the fuck says beef tallow and all this shit, and that I'm not in jail. And I went from that to all the way to talk about the truck. But it's cool. It's interesting. Whatever. Everyone gets to know a little bit of everything. I'm gonna be out, bro. You know what I'm saying?